Good morning, church. Happy Monday to you. My name is Dave, and I'm on the staff at Community Christian Church at Carillon. In our current message series, Community Christian has been exploring biblical examples of courage. Joshua and Caleb spying out the Promised Land, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego facing Nebuchadnezzar's fiery furnace, and Queen Esther risking her life to save her people. So last week, the Monday morning musing was on courage, one of what medieval theologians called the four cardinal virtues, the other three being prudence, or wisdom, justice, another word for fairness, and temperance, what we would probably call forbearance. These qualities were called cardinal virtues because the Latin root of the word cardinal is cardo, meaning hinge. And these virtues were considered to be the qualities of character and ethical behavior that all other virtues were based upon. And I want to stick with that last one today, forbearance. I looked it up. The dictionary definition of forbearance is tolerance or restraint. Unfortunately, I think our society has developed slightly different understandings of those two definitions. If you think of forbearance as restraint, that is a holding back, a certain slowness to act or to react, then it seems pretty clearly forbearance is a virtue. The Apostle James instructs us to be slow to anger. Proverbs cautions us repeatedly against rash words, and Christ himself, in his restraint, allowed his own execution, holding back his own divine power. Power held in check, power under control. Now, interestingly, that is also the original meaning of the word meek, another word that is at times used to describe Jesus. And God himself holds back his inevitable judgment, giving all an opportunity to come to salvation. But then there is that other aspect of forbearance, one that comes to my mind when I think of forbearance in its other definition, tolerance. Unfortunately, the concept of tolerance has been tarnished by those for whom it is not just a virtue, but seemingly the only virtue. Sinful humanity has twisted the word tolerance to mean acceptance of virtually anything. We are told that to be tolerant is to be accepting, and that anything less than complete acceptance of whatever is intolerant, judgmental, even bigoted. Friends, if that is what tolerance has come to mean, then tolerance is no longer a virtue. Because tolerance isn't just tolerance in the abstract. Tolerance is always specific. It is tolerance of something. And it matters what follows the of. It matters what fills in the blank. It matters what is being tolerated. To tolerate evil, to tolerate falsehood, to tolerate sin, that is not particularly virtuous. The church is called to stand up for what is right, not to put up with what is wrong. Christians should be a force for justice and kindness, for right behavior and self-control, not passive enablers of whatever activity broken human nature leads our society into. Some things are right and good and God-honoring, and some things are not. So, be slow to anger, yes. But anger that comes slowly still comes. And in the end, we are accountable not only for what we do, but for what we silently condone. The same James who cautioned us to show restraint also wrote, "My brothers, if any among you strays from the truth and someone turns him back, let him know that whoever turns a sinner from the error of his way will save his life from death and cover a multitude of sins." God bless you all.